Yeah, well, yeah, I was obviously pretty proud of the boys tonight. I don't know whether it was a week off or a bit sort of scratchy early on. Then I thought we got ourselves together, and then we were awful really. Turned the ball over maybe 4 sets in a row to let them back in sort of before half time, and not only that coincided with a sin bin and then a try. So, and then obviously the next sin bin and whatever went on after that. But we probably had every reason to pack it in for the night. But we haven't travelled well throughout the season, so yeah, just a brave win.
What did you make of that second sin bin?
I think everyone saw it. I mean, I saw what happened. I don't know. It was. I'm not too sure. I felt like the pocket ref was really strong in his opinion, which meant the head ref, had to go with it, even though I don't think he really thought it was. Anyway, it's just what I thought. But it's like a big call, and then followed by another big call. So definitely under the pump there. So as I said, like you can feel sorry for yourself and just pack it in for the night, and then blame everyone else. But we didn't do that. We just kept fighting, and somehow won that game.
I think 16-6 down, and you had 12 men at that point as well. How did they turn it around from there in the second half?
Yeah, well, I think, I thought Brent Naden had a big say in that. Like the try he scored was we just needed something to get us back, to give us a bit of impetus and momentum and belief that we could come back from what we sort of the position we were in. Once we got that, I thought there was that 16-12. We had a lot of field position, a lot of chances, and when we were back to 13 on 13, we just couldn't get things right. And they were, to their credit, they were pretty stoic in defence at that point. But I don't know. It's just one of those sort of ways you find a way to win the game. We've won 5 in a row now where we haven't even scored 20 points in any of the games. So I guess we're getting used to the sort of tight, low-scoring affairs. I think we understand we need to play better, but we're just basing our performances on teamwork and working for each other. So, and tonight was probably another example of that.
It's been a big 7 days for James Maloney. What's he like in the dressing room before you came here?
It looked like just another day in the office for Jimmy. It's like a lot of guys in our team, that we went through a bit of a patch there where a lot of guys were out of form, and we've bonded together as a team, which means that individuals all of a sudden it makes it easier for them, and we've got a lot of guys playing better, and Jimmy's at the top of that list. He's obviously just played so well in Origin too, all week this week it was really clear that he wanted to play well back for us before he goes into that huge game next week. So just a mark of a pro.
Speaking of that game, I think your physio's been quoted as saying that she thinks Nathan has a chance of being fit. Do you believe Nathan has a chance of being fit for Origin 3?
Yeah, everyone's always got a chance. Yeah, I guess it just. It'll probably come down to Freddie and the Blues management. How much time they're prepared to give him. So. But I'd say, I think he's a chance, but then again, it might depend on how much, when they want him to train by. So I don't really know. I haven't sort of seen him much lately. So.
What did you make of Jerome's efforts stepping into the 5/8 Tuesday? Yeah,
I thought Jerome was really willing. He was busy and constantly getting involved and getting the ball. I thought our attack at times was, especially at 16-12, when we just needed to execute. I thought if we just execute a couple of good plays, we might have been able to break through. But I thought he was. Jerome's been really good for us all year, playing different positions, waiting for opportunities, that kind of thing. He's good for the team. He's a good energy guy. We've invested in Jerome for the future, and we're obviously very happy with that.
I haven't seen a lot of Brent Naden play, I must say, Ivan, but is it a bolt from the blue, or have you seen that in him? That's the much
Sort of always had that in lower grades. And so Brent's been a part of our club he came from Wellington, New South Wales country, around about 2013, played under 20s, and through that period was always a good talent. Ended up leaving the club, and then never quite got his opportunity at other clubs, so came back to us. So he's 23, so he's sort of at that age where sometimes your goose is cooked if you haven't made it. But we had a few injuries and opportunities popped up, and we always thought he had that. He's always had that kind of big play in him. Tonight it was like you have to say he had a huge impact on the game. So, and when we really needed something, and then obviously this last try, I'm not sure if I knew he had that in him or not, but yeah, obviously he has, so it's good.
You'll see let Blake go this week, so I mean, is Brent the type of player that would have taken a fair bit of confidence out of that, knowing that he's firmly part of your centre plans going forward? I guess so. He hasn't put a foot wrong since he's been in there, and that's all you can go by. Still a young man, and I thought even tonight he was pretty quiet in the first half. So sometimes you worry about guys that a lot's happened for Brent in the last month, and sometimes it's hard to keep that going. So tonight hopefully gives him a bit of a kick along, and but we don't expect too much from him, just to do his job for the team, and he's doing that. And if he can make some big plays on the way, then obviously we'll take those too. Any other injury concerns?
I don't know. Yeah, we're just happy to get the cash and have a week off.
I remember seeing you after the Magic Round game against the Tigers, where you looked at India the tether and things were disappearing down a black hole. That wasn't so long ago. How have you done this? How have you turned all this around, this revival?
Yeah, I haven't done anything. The boys have worked out that teamwork is the essence of playing good rugby league. We were we thought we were at the bottom of the heap that night, but it only got worse the week after when we played at home against the Warriors. But sometimes you've got to hit the bottom to be able to bounce back up, and we definitely had bottomed out. I said the other day that we're probably ready to be put down at that point, but the boys have they worked hard and grinded away, and as I said, we won 5 games in a row where we haven't scored 20 points in any game, so it shows that we're willing to tackle our way to wins, and we've got ourselves back in the hunt, and now it's time to get a better all-rounded game and take some of this confidence and play a bit better, and I'm sure we've got it in us.
Just your comment earlier on the Sinbin ruling, you said one of the referees perhaps had a little bit too much influence. Would you like to see that system somehow change and maybe the bunker have some sort of say in the Sinbin rulings, or?
No, I'm a fan of referees having discretion and making calls. So sometimes you get them right, sometimes you don't. So I don't think the bunker should get too involved. I mean, the bunker made a pretty clear mistake straight after that, so I don't think the bunker's the answer to everything either. But sometimes, I felt personally, I felt that they knew they got it wrong afterwards. But hey, that happens. You can't win them all, so I like referees making calls. I think it's the best refs under pressure, like players. The best players under pressure make good calls. I think we need to educate and back referees to be able to do that.